Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. In today's video, this is your match preview of Chelsea versus Norwich City. 12:30 p.m. kickoff time, early afternoon. So look, if you're having lunch, watch the Chelsea game with it, you understand. So yeah, today we're going to obviously talk about Norwich for a bit, Daniel Farke and his criticism and scapegoating Billy Gilmour, in which I think, in my opinion, we need to bring back. Obviously Thomas Tuchel's press conference, obviously Norwich in general, the predicted lineup, the predicted scoreline, and a big opportunity for some of these players. You may have already seen it in the thumbnail, but hey, is what is. I'll tell you why, and etc. etc. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and yeah, let's do this straight away. So, first thing I want to talk about, Norwich City, obviously the 20th in the league. The table doesn't lie. They are the worst team in the Premier League so far this season. The last time they came here, everyone just bopped them about, except for Man City, to be fair, because they beat Man City. But this year, Man City beat them 5-0. They've lost to Watford 3-1. They've lost to Liverpool, 3-0. So look, Norwich have just been getting battered. In their last game, to be fair, they did draw against informed Brighton, so fair play. But they're still winless this season. Daniel Farke, do you know what it is, yeah? You know what it is when it comes to Norwich? I think their football, the way they play football, it's good for the Premier League, but it isn't sustainable because the quality of players isn't good enough, in my opinion. But I think if they play that football in the Championship, which they do, they win the league comfortably and they're the best team in the league comfortably. I look at a team like Watford, I think they're more likely to stay in the Premier League, and Brentford more likely to stay in the Premier League than Norwich, because those two I think have a bit more grit and fight about them, and that's what they need to stay in the Premier League. Norwich, I see them a bit soft and they just play good football, fair play, but that doesn't make you the best team. That doesn't make you, like, up there in the Premier League. If you're gonna play good football, have a bit of fight about you, have a bit of grit about you, and I don't think Norwich have that. Daniel Farke is a good manager. He's a decent coach, plays good football, like I said. And look, recently, a couple weeks ago, talked about Billy Gilmour and saying how we don't prioritize loan players, and we're not here to improve them and just send them back. And then and I thought to myself, like, so why did you want him on loan? Why did you decide to bring him on loan? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I just think it was kind of pathetic, kind of using him as a scapegoat. And obviously, he dropped him recently. And by, the ratings and sofa score ratings, he's been one of the worst players in the league to begin the season off, Billy Gilmour, which is really, really unfortunate because he is a quality player. And I see Billy Gilmour as Jorginho's successor when he eventually leaves. Do you understand? That's how highly I rate him. Do you understand? So I just think the way Daniel Farke has treated him recently hasn't been great. Thomas Tuchel in his press conference today did confirm that we can bring him back in January. There is a sort of a callback clause or something like that. Me personally, bring him back January, please, because it hasn't worked out at all. And when I saw him go Norwich, at first I was like, yeah, they play good football, they won the Championship. But then I thought about it, I was like, actually, no. They'll be one of the worst teams in the Premier League. They're literally like a yo-yo club, like Fulham. They come in, then they go out, then they come in again. Like, their football isn't sustainable for the league. Like, it just, in a way, doesn't make sense, and it won't give Billy Gilmour the chance to really shine and, show his real quality just because he's playing consistently at Norwich. Like, no. I felt like maybe at Chelsea or even at a Brighton, a club like Brighton, now at Brighton, he would shine, bruv. That's a club where, like, you're looking at Billy, like, in that midfield with, like, a Lallana or something. Ooh, that would be cold, but hey, who knows? Even in Newcastle on loan, who knows? Depending on who their next manager might be. Potentially could be Frank Lampard, who knows? But yeah, that's really it on Norwich. But Daniel Farke shouldn't chat rubbish about my guy Billy Gilmour, innit? But anyway, Thomas Tuchel's press conference obviously confirmed that Romelu Lukaku's out. He doesn't know when he's going to come back. He's not going to make a prediction or he'll be called a liar. Obviously, he tried to make a prediction with Christian Pulisic when he first got injured, saying 10 days out. I'm not going to say he lied, but people might think that. But, like, that's what he thought. That's how he felt. That was just his opinion, and it didn't happen. So he's not going to bother making that mistake again. He doesn't know when Romelu will come back. I think he'll come back in 2 to 3 weeks. Romelu, the same goes with Timo Werner. He's obviously out, and Christian Pulisic, we all know, is out. He just doesn't know when these guys will come back. When Christian's ready, like Thomas Tuchel said, he'll be back. Timo Werner the same and Lukaku the same. Talked about Ziyech, interesting enough, and said how he, obviously with Hakim, he had a good start to the season. He scored the goal in the Super Cup final, and obviously then he got injured. And Thomas Tuchel's felt like ever since he's come back, he hasn't felt the same, and he's saying that's probably due down to his shoulders, because obviously the way he got the injury was a shoulder injury, and he felt like he hasn't been quite the exact same because maybe he feels like he isn't 100%. So Tuchel said, just be patient. He's got to work his way back into the team, which tells me he ain't going to start this weekend. That just tells me everything that I need to know about that. So, yeah, that's why I put these two players in the thumbnail as to why it's their big opportunity to now show, that they are not good enough for the club, but show some good form and potentially stay in the team, even when Lukaku, Christian, and Timo Werner come back. Do you understand? So, yeah. Speaking of it, let's get into the lineups. My predicted lineup. In goal, we have Edouard Mendy. Simple as that, bro. Keeps his place as always. Move on to the back three of Antonio Rudiger, left-sided centre-back for me. Now, to be fair, middle centre-back, Thiago Silva, Andreas Christensen. You know what? I'd go Thiago Silva. To be honest with you, that game against Malmo was so easy. I don't think Thiago Silva will struggle playing against Norwich either. Although we don't really need him, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was Christensen, to be fair. Me personally, I'm going to go with Thiago Silva. And then obviously at right centre-back, I'm going to go with Cesar Azpilicueta. When I'm thinking about this team, I am also thinking about potentially the team that could be for Southampton in midweek. I always look ahead before even the game starts. I don't know why I do that, but I do, but is what it is. But those are my back three: Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Azpilicueta. Right wing back, Reece James has to start now. Okay, you didn't start him in the Champions League against Malmo. You brought him on. Fair enough, 25 minutes. You didn't start him against Brentford. You brought him on with 10 minutes. Cool. Now I want to see him start now. I think he's ready. I think he's fully fit now. I think he's ready to go. My opinion. Left wing back, Ben Chilwell. Obviously, he got that 25-minute rest that he did need because we've got a couple. We're playing twice every week now, so it's crucial that he did come off and get that rest that he did deserve. So yeah, he keeps his place. Obviously, in the midfield, bit tougher now because Kante played well, Jorginho played well, Ruben's in good form, Kovacs had a great start to the season. Bit difficult, but the midfield I've decided to go with is Kante and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. In this game, I want us to go bold. I want us to be brave. I want us to go at Norwich. I want us to control the game. A bit like how against Southampton he played with Kova and Ruben. Maybe Kova and Ruben again. It wouldn't surprise me. But to be honest, I want us to attack them, bro. From minute 1 to 90, I want us to attack them constantly. Get on the front foot, press them high. And I feel like Ruben and Kante going forward are good. One can stay back at times, the other can go forward. They're both good defensively, as we have seen this season. For me, go bold with it. Go with both of them. Jorginho, look, if he plays him, then that means I guess he would rest him for Southampton maybe, and then play him against Newcastle away. Who knows? But for me personally, I'd like it to be Kante and Ruben Loftus-Cheek for tomorrow's game. Obviously, Ruben got the rest against Malmo, and obviously as well with Ruben got the rest against Malmo, and Kante obviously got the game against Malmo as well and came off with 25 minutes to go. So, yeah, he got that well-deserved rest as well. Now, we move on to the front three. I think on the right side, Mason Mount. To be honest, like I said, Lukaku's out, Timo's out. By what Thomas Tuchel said about Hakim Ziyech, I don't think he's going to play. And Mason Mount's fully fit. And I feel like Mason Mount's now he's slowly getting back into it. I feel like his form is slowly upping the levels, do you understand? So I'm really happy for that. I want him to get more goals and assists, and I saw a couple quotes of him talking about it, saying, he knows himself that he needs to get a couple goals and assists. He's saying he is getting into the right positions, which he actually is, and the ball's not falling to him, so I guess that's fair. And he says once he gets that first goal, hopefully he can kick on and get that second. Look, we may criticise Christian Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz, Timo Werner for missing chances, not being consistent. All of this stuff, yeah? And we all love Mason Mount. He's consistent, yeah. But he's another one. He doesn't take his chances either. And people need to start acknowledging that, He's not somebody you can't just, not criticize. I mean, people criticize Kai Havertz still to this day. So, why can't we do the same to Mason Mount? And I'm only criticizing Mason Mount for his lack of goals and assists. That's it. One thing I've always said about these attackers is they just don't get goals and assists at a consistent basis like Man City do, like Liverpool's front three do, like even Man United do. The reason why they bail out Oli so much is because of their individual brilliance of Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jadon Sancho, Paul Pogba. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's so much quality. Even Jesse Lingard. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Mason Mount needs to definitely get more goals and assists, and hopefully he can do that and be consistent again. And I hope he will, because I think he will. Anyway, now we move on to these two big players that I put in the thumbnail and why it's a big opportunity now to stay in this team, to take a claim, you know, say to Tuchel, yo, you can't forget about me. Yo, if you don't play me, we're going to have problems type thing. Kai Havertz up top with Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left-hand side. These two, every time they play together, they have linked up. We're talking about the West Brom goal, you know, for the 3-3. Wasn't happy with the result, to be fair. We lost 3-1 to City, but who scored our only goal? Callum Hudson-Odoi, assisted by Kai Havertz. You know, there's a couple more. Callum Hudson-Odoi assisted Kai Havertz away at Crystal Palace. Callum Hudson-Odoi got the pre-assist when Kai Havertz scored that goal against Everton, which was deemed as an own goal. I still think to this day that was Kai Havertz's goal. You know, so these two, you know what? They've linked up very, very well every time they've played together. And obviously recently with the Malmo thing, Callum Hudson-Odoi drives, plays a good weighted pass. And I only say good because it wasn't great or fantastic. Keeper easily could have got that, and Kai had to really run for that. But yeah, these two have linked up well every time they've played together, and it's their big opportunity now to stake a claim in this team, because like I said, when Timo Werner and Lukaku come back, Lukaku will be back in this team. Timo Werner, I'm not so sure about, I can't lie. You know, everyone may force this Lukaku and Timo Werner partnership, which so far hasn't worked yet for me. But Callum Hudson-Odoi and Kai Havertz, I think, is very underrated so far, based on what we have seen, people. And I don't think they've played together enough for us to really see it. And I feel like now, in this game, the Newcastle game, the Burnley game, if they do play against Southampton, which I think probably one of them will, it's a big opportunity for them to really, you know, get some goals, get some assists, create chances, perform really, really well. Because like I've been saying, all our 10s have been consistent, including those two. So if they can take their opportunities tomorrow, Tuchel might think to himself, yo, if Timo Werner comes back, yo, I have to keep Callum in the team. You know, if Mason Mount maybe isn't in good form and these two continue their good form, maybe I have to drop Mason Mount and have Kai Havertz, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Romelu Lukaku. Who knows? Christian Pulisic. We all know how important his directness, his dribbling is, and his impact off the bench at times. Bro, if he comes back and does well, bro, maybe he could. So these two have to really take the opportunity, stamp down to the manager and say, this is my spot and nobody's going to take it away from me for a long time. So hopefully one of them, if not both of them, can do that whilst Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku are out. Score prediction finally. I'm going to go with I'm not, you know, 3-0 or 4-0. Ooh. I'm going to go with a 3-0 Chelsea win. I am going to respect Norwich a bit. I think they are slightly better than Malmo. Actually, I don't even know that, to be honest with you. Maybe Malmo are better. They're in the Champions League, to be fair. So what am I talking about? To be fair, the league they're in, is it better than the Prem? No, it's not. So, I don't know. I don't care. 3-0 Chelsea. We should win. I'm hoping for a Kai Havertz double and a Callum Hudson-Odoi goal, or assisted by Mason Mount, or all three of them can get a goal. I'd be happy with that, to be honest with you. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of our defenders scoring. They need to chill out a bit. I can't lie. As much as it's good, I love it and stuff like that. Come on, like, I need my attackers to get the goals. Or we may as well just chuck Rudiger, Christensen, Thiago Silva as a front three together. We may as well do that, people. So, yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow my social media down below. Tell me your predicted lineup. Tell me your thoughts on Billy Gilmore and the treatment Daniel Farke's given him and his recent quotes about him. Give me your thoughts on Thomas Tuchel's press conference and talking about Ziyech, Lukaku out. Are you worried about Christian Pulisic and stuff like that? All of that stuff. Tell me your predicted scoreline as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when I do my match review and my player ratings video. See you lot then. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Let's get this win.